Hello everybody, today we're talking about the new premium economy class of British Airways, and we're flying on a Boeing 777 on the 5th Freedom flight from Buenos Aires to Rio de Janeiro.
Welcome to the Plane Insider. I'm Chris from Travel Sing Fly. Here you'll explore the world's airlines up close, from economy to business and first class, filmed live on board, authentic and full of detail. You'll also discover stunning destinations across all continents and learn how to make premium travel possible through miles, points and insider know-how built over 25 years of experience. Honest, inspiring and entertaining. It's your inside view into aviation and travel. This is the Plane Insider by Travel Sing Fly. Subscribe now and let's fly.
Before we take off, here's a few first impressions about the seat and the cabin.
It's British Airways' new premium economy class, and then again it isn't, but actually it is. The new version of this intermediate cabin class was introduced in 2019. By the start of 2026 there's a further modernized version, although nothing has really changed here, except that the seats now have small ears on eye level. The rest remains the same. However, an older version of premium economy still exists on some aircraft, namely on the older Boeing 787-8s and Airbus A380s.
As I just mentioned, this is a 5th Freedom flight, and that means it's a flight that starts and ends in a country that is not the home country of the airline. In this case we go from Buenos Aires to Rio de Janeiro, and after that the plane continues on to London Heathrow. So of course the second part of the whole trip of this plane is not 5th Freedom anymore. One advantage of many 5th Freedom flights is that you can go on a short route that is normally served by a narrow body plane, and you sit on a wide body plane, and that is really quite nice, especially when it comes to business class, of course, because there you can lie down. But also economy class has much better seats on a long haul plane, of course, and premium economy normally doesn't even exist on a short haul plane, on a narrow body plane. So that is a real advantage, and sometimes you get to fly an airline that way that you would never fly otherwise, but you could see it on a short trip. A quite famous example for 5th Freedom flight is Emirates Airbus A380 between Bangkok and Hong Kong. So you can fly that quite short route, or quite a lot of airlines fly between Sydney and New Zealand on a 5th Freedom flight. Or you can also try one of the many 5th Freedom flights of Ethiopian Airlines. They are kind of the 5th Freedom champion. Boarding went fast and efficient, and on the seat there was already the real long-haul amenity kit of premium economy class and the really nice headsets that you normally get on a long-haul flights, so that's quite nice. Before the flight I went to the lounge, and there's quite a big selection of nice lounges here in Buenos Aires to choose from. I went to the American Express Centurion lounge, really nice one. They didn't have showers though, so then I went also to the One World lounge for American Airlines, Iberia, British Airways, and they had showers. I just arrived here on American Airlines first class. So anyway, I had access to that lounge before boarding premium economy class on British Airways.
British Airways Premium Economy Class amenity kit is a nice blue, white and red fabric pouch. Included are socks and a sleep mask, lip balm, a pen and a toothbrush. It's nice that there's a long-haul amenity kit on such a short flight. The physical challenges of this seat become clear as soon as the person in front of you reclines. Some airlines have solved this problem very well, such as Swiss and Lufthansa with their new premium economy classes of Swiss Senses and Lufthansa Allegris respectively, because here the person behind you is not disturbed when you recline. On British Airways, however, the seat is not in a shell, so what's it like getting up? I spared no effort, no embarrassment, so he is getting up from the seat in British Airways Premium Economy Class World Traveller Plus. Emirates, by the way, has also opted for seats without a shell for their truly excellent premium economy product. The reclining angle is slightly less and there's 2 inches more legroom, the significantly higher comfort, wider seat and quite excellent service more than make up for it. Back at British Airways, there's no special treatment when it comes to the lavatories. The toilets are shared by the premium economy class and regular economy class cabins, so there's nothing really special here. I also got a look at the regular economy class on this short flight. The large monitor screens in this very clean looking cabin are quite nice and large. There's also USB ports, adjustable headrests and a place for your phone. Footrests, however, consume a lot of fuel over time because of the weight, so unfortunately no footrests here.
Unfortunately, the weather on this flight is totally cloudy all the flight through. But anyway, it doesn't matter so much because all of premium economy is exactly where the wing is, so you wouldn't see so much of the planet anyway. When it comes to food, there was only this little roll with chicken or with vegetables and nothing else. Of course, on the long haul it's different. When it comes to the wines, they have the selection of economy, except for 1 or 2 little wine bottles. It's plastic bottles that are actually only for premium economy class. The headsets are actually quite nice if they would work. Mine does not, and also here my seat neighbor also had some problems with the headset. I mean, of course that can happen.
And we're soon landing in Brazil, where some of the best Arabica coffee is produced. You have the opportunity now to buy me some coffee and keep me awake during my long nights editing videos at home. Buy Me a Coffee is your chance to support my work with the amount of a cup of coffee. You can buy me 1 or more coffees and you can find the link in the top right of the window and in the video description. It's even easier with a super thank. You can find that directly under the video. I would be very happy because everything here is self-funded and really expensive to produce, and unfortunately tickets for the reports don't grow on trees for me either. Thank you so much for your support.
2 hours and a half have passed and we have another 10 minutes until landing. Now, how was this flight? Of course, we cannot say anything about the long-haul service, the soft product for the long-haul flight, but we can say quite a lot about the seat. The seat is, of course, a typical premium economy class seat. It's a little wider than regular economy class. There's this little tray in between the seats to put some drink. There's the recline that is better than economy class, and you have the leg rest and a little footrest, so that's quite nice too. When it comes to the service and the catering, of course this was the short haul version of it. I heard now that the wines are actually the same as in economy class, except for like an extra little plastic bottle of wine that is only for premium economy class. The only unfortunate thing here is that if you want to look out and see something of the planet, of the beautiful countryside down there, you will not be able to do that here in premium economy class because it really is exactly where the wing is. Altogether, it's a nicely upgraded economy class. I wouldn't say it's a total class on its own, but it's a very nicely upgraded economy class, much better than a regular economy plus. And maybe this extra legroom, this extra space already makes all the difference for you to arrive relaxed.
And Now we've landed in Rio de Janeiro, and this flight was part of a very short 6-day trip for this channel only. It started with a highly recommended flight, namely Emirates Premium Economy Class direct service from Milan to New York. After 2 days in the Big Apple, I went on a disastrous American Airlines international flagship first flight to Buenos Aires, and from there directly on to Rio de Janeiro on British Airways World Traveller Plus that I've shown here. After 2 nights of good sleep and taking some long walks in Rio de Janeiro, I finally headed to Sao Paulo, and from there flew Lufthansa first class to Frankfurt, followed by a full day of filming videos of all Lufthansa lounge levels in Frankfurt. Except for the short hop from Rio to Sao Paulo, I booked everything with miles across various airline programs. For this 28,000 kilometer trip from Milan back to Frankfurt, I paid less than 200 euros in fees while using my miles. You can find more information about miles and points and why collecting them is really worthwhile on the TravelSingFly website.
I hope you really enjoyed watching this report. If yes, give me a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel, that's really important. Write all your comments.
There's much more behind each of my videos than meets the eye. Nothing is produced quickly or haphazardly here. That's why this channel is different. Every shot, every edit, every piece of research is done by hand with a lot of time, passion and attention to detail. If you appreciate this, then please subscribe to the channel right now, and if you would like to support me further, leave me a super thank or buy me a coffee or two with a little link on the screen. This will help me continue producing honest, independent airline reports and travel videos. Thank you so much for being part of this, because without you, much of this would not be possible.
And another really interesting report would be this one over here. Check it out right away. I'm Chris. Thank you for watching.